Billions of people perform an intricate knotting ritual daily, often without conscious thought. Yet its mastery was once a source of immense frustration. This seemingly simple act of securing footwear actually embodies a profound lesson in perseverance and iterative improvement. Remember the bewildering struggle of your earliest attempts to tie shoelaces, those tangled loops and stubborn ends. For many, this childhood rite of passage felt like an impossible puzzle, a complex web of overlapping strings. Fingers fumbled, bows collapsed, and frustration mounted with each failed, unraveling attempt at neatness. Yet through countless repetitions and inevitable errors, a breakthrough eventually occurred, transforming chaos into competence. This universal experience of learning to tie shoelaces perfectly illustrates the powerful process of trial and error. It reveals how persistent experimentation, even with frequent mistakes, gradually refines our motor skills and understanding. Every loose knot or uneven bow provided crucial feedback, guiding tiny adjustments in grip and tension. These incremental improvements, often unnoticed individually, compounded over time into fluid, automatic movements. The initial clumsy fumbling slowly gave way to a practiced grace, a testament to learned muscle memory. Understanding this fundamental learning mechanism unlocks deeper insights into mastering any complex skill or challenge. Initially, the brain attempts various random movements, a chaotic exploration of potential solutions for the task. You might have tried simply crossing the laces, pulling them tight, or weaving them in random, ineffective patterns. Each method, whether clumsy or promising, produces a distinct outcome that the brain then evaluates instantly. A successful partial knot, however brief, registers as a positive signal, encouraging similar future actions. Conversely, a completely failed attempt, like a knot that immediately unties, triggers an inhibitory response. But here's the fascinating part. The brain doesn't just discard failures entirely, it learns from every single one. Imagine your brain as a scientist, meticulously testing hypotheses in a vast, internal laboratory. Each failed shoelace attempt is like an experiment yielding unexpected results, prompting a new hypothesis. Perhaps you realize pulling too hard unravels the loop, or not crossing enough leads to a weak base. These micro-adjustments, informed by errors, slowly refine the neural pathways responsible for the task. Specific neurons fire more efficiently when a movement works, strengthening connections over time and practice. And then, suddenly, a pattern begins to emerge from the previous jumble of uncoordinated movements. This process isn't limited to physical actions. It's how we learn complex mathematical equations or new languages. Think about learning to ride a bicycle. Countless wobbles and tumbles precede the first moment of stable balance. Every fall teaches the body subtle lessons about weight distribution, steering, and counterbalancing forces. The brain processes these minute data points, constantly updating its internal model of the world and your body. With shoelaces, the sequence of crossing, looping, and tightening becomes a practiced, almost subconscious script. Yet, many overlook the crucial role that seemingly unproductive failures played in achieving this mastery. The initial chaotic phase is absolutely essential, providing the raw data for future refinement and success.
Without those early, frustrating mistakes, the brain would lack the critical information needed to adapt effectively.
It's like a sculptor chipping away excess stone, with each mistake revealing more of the final form. The path to proficiency is not a straight line, but a winding journey marked by numerous course corrections. Each error serves as a signpost, indicating directions to avoid and paths to explore further. But what happens when you encounter a new, unfamiliar type of knot or lace material? The brain quickly reverts to a modified trial-and-error approach, drawing upon past experiences. It doesn't start from scratch but applies existing knowledge, making educated guesses and adjustments. This iterative refinement is a cornerstone of human intelligence, driving innovation and problem-solving across domains. The persistent effort to tie a simple knot ultimately builds a robust framework for tackling greater complexities. Even when a new technique is introduced, Like the bunny ears versus the around the tree method, the core process remains, and this constant cycle of trying, failing, and adapting is fundamentally how all lasting learning truly occurs. No master ever achieved their skill without countless unsuccessful attempts preceding their eventual triumphs. From groundbreaking scientific discoveries to artistic masterpieces, errors pave the path to insight. Embracing mistakes, rather than fearing them, accelerates the learning curve dramatically in any field. The ability to analyze failure constructively is a far more valuable trait than avoiding error altogether. This resilience, born from repeated attempts, fosters a growth mindset essential for continuous self-improvement. Recognizing the power of trial and error transforms our approach to challenges far beyond shoelaces. It redefines failure not as an endpoint, but as vital data, a stepping stone on the journey forward. This perspective encourages experimentation, allowing individuals and organizations to innovate without paralysis by perfection. Students can approach difficult subjects with less anxiety, knowing mistakes are part of the learning journey. Entrepreneurs can launch new ventures, understanding that initial setbacks are often necessary for eventual success. Even world-renowned experts constantly refine their techniques, accepting that perfection is an ongoing pursuit. The very act of trying, even if imperfect, builds the neural connections and practical wisdom required for mastery. Embracing the messy, iterative process of learning unlocks our full potential for growth and achievement. So next time you tie your shoes, remember the profound journey of learning embedded in that simple, elegant knot. It stands as a tiny, daily reminder of the incredible power found in every single mistake you make. Ultimately, learning is not about avoiding errors, but about skillfully extracting wisdom from every single one. If you found this exploration fascinating, subscribe for more incredible insights into human behavior and discovery. And please, leave a comment below telling us what skill you mastered through relentless trial and error.